Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Suman Kaur and today we'll learn the very famous poem by William Wordsworth, The Daffodils. Before going to the further explanation, please like, share and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for more such videos. So friends, this is what the text of the poem, The Daffodils, which is divided into 4 stanzas, and the poem is written in the year of 1804, and it is experienced poem, that the situation which we are going to learn in the poem is actually experienced by William Wordsworth. As you know, William Wordsworth is a nature poet, and he wrote so many nature poems, and one of the nature poems of his I have already uploaded in my YouTube channel, and that is The Solitary Reaper. Please, if you did not go through that poem in my channel, please once visit to my YouTube channel and you can enjoy even that poem too. And for today, I have brought the daffodils poem for you guys. And as you know, that the daffodils flowers seems to be very beautiful when we see them. And here for you guys, for your clarification, I have brought the picture in that way you can able to see the flowers also. So the my picture which I have uploaded for you guys, which you can able to see now on the screen, here along with the text, even I have chosen this kind of picture key here. Here, flowers also we can able to see. So these are the daffodils flower. Isn't it so beautiful if we see them? Of course, these are very beautiful. So before going to the explanation of the poem stanza wise, I mean I'm going to explain the summary of the poem stanza wise. But before directly going to the summary, let us know even the introduction of the poem. Little bit the introduction we can go through so that we can able to understand the proper background and the aim of writing this poem, The Daffodils. So viewers, let us go to the introduction. The Daffodils is a short lyric greatly admired for its typical Wordsworthian simplicity, spontaneity, and naturalness of style and diction. Rooted in a real life experience, its rich imagery and pictorial descriptions greatly enhanced its charm. The simplicity of the poem, however, is quite deceptive, for it touches quite a few issues central to Wordsworth's thought and creative process. A.C. Bradley quite appropriately describes this poem as a pretty thing. On April 15, 1802, Wordsworth and his sister Dorothy paid a brief visit to their friends. On the way back to Grasmere, they saw a host of golden daffodils growing on the bank of the lake Ullswater, at the border of the Cumberland and Westmoreland in the Lake District. Both the brother and the sister were highly impressed by the dance of the daffodils that appeared to be growing in a never-ending line. So this is what the background of the poem. And one more thing, one of the major themes in Wordsworth is the healing influence of nature. The daffodils also illustrate Wordsworth's theory of poetic creation. So this is what the background, or we can say the introduction of the poem. So guys, we have completed the introduction of the poem. Now it is high time to go for the explanation of all the stanzas one by one. So let us go to the first stanza. I already mentioned you, the poem is divided into 4 stanza, and out of 4, the first stanza is like this. I mean the first stanza summary is like this. Once the poet was aimlessly wandering by the side of a lake in his solitary, idle drifting, he could be compared to a cloud floating in the sky over hills and valleys. All at once he caught sight of a large number of golden daffodils growing under the trees on the bank of the lake. A light breeze was blowing, and the daffodils fluttered and danced merrily in the breeze. So, viewers, this is the first stanza. Now, let's go to the second stanza summary. The daffodils grew along the bank of the lake in a line that stretched as far as the poet's eyes could eyes could see. They looked like a continuous line of stars shining in the Milky Way. They were so numerous that the poet imagined he could have seen at least 10,000 of them at a glance. They were tossing their heads in a merry dance. This is what the second stanza. Now let's go to the third stanza. The waves in the lake were dancing too, but the daffodils excelled the dancing waves in their happiness. It was quite natural for a poet to feel happy in such a delightful company. The beautiful sight filled him with an ecstasy of delight, and he kept gazing at the flower for a long time, literally sipping their beauty. At the time, he did not, however, realize how valuable this scene would prove to him in the years to come. So this is what the third stanza. Now last, that is fourth stanza of the poem. Later, whenever the poet lay on his couch in a sad or reflective mood, the daffodils would flash in his imagination. In a side remark, he acknowledges that one of the greatest blessings that solitude can offer is that all distractions being absent, old memories can be easily and vividly revived. The memory of the daffodils would immediately fill his heart with pleasure, and he would begin to dance along the flowers. So here the poem ends. All the stanza summary one by one I have given you, and the poem is very simple but very beautiful. I hope you people have enjoyed the poem, and I hope कि my video will be helpful for you for any competitive examinations or for any courses if the poem is prescribed for particular syllabus. Thank you for watching.